Hey guys, welcome back. So the two mics I have over here, this one is the S-Mic 2S and this is the S-Mic 2. Now, both of these mics are from Deity and I've already done a review of a different Deity mic, the V-Mic D3 Pro. Now, if you want to take a look at that review, I'll put a link to that in the video description below. Now, yes, because this is a mic review, I will not be doing any post-processing of any kind. I will just have to boost the audio levels just a little bit because I tend to record at a lower volume and then boost it in post. And of course, I will not be adding any music to the background of this video so you can clearly hear how they sound. Okay, so just to go through the entire setup for this test, both mics, the S-Mic 2 and the S-Mic 2S, are basically running to my Zoom PodTrack P4 audio interface. And I'm currently recording this on an SD card. I am not using the preamps on my camera, which if you're wondering is the Canon 200D Mark II. Now in terms of build quality, both these mics are absolutely fantastic. Now both of these mics are built, or the body at least, is built from 100% brass. And yes, both of these mics are weather resistant, so you know that they're gonna last. Now in terms of what comes in the box, now first of all, the box itself is amazing. You get this really sturdy sort of hard case. I don't think they qualify as flight cases, but yeah, really sturdy plastic cases. And in the box, or both of them actually, what you get is, obviously you get the windshield, which I'm not using right now because I'm shooting indoors. You get a segment or compartment here for the mic clip, and of course the mic itself. Now I love the fact that they come with this sort of hard cases. Now even like the Rode NTG5, I believe, which is like a $700 mic, they don't even give you a hard case for that. You just get like a leather or like a PU leather soft pouch. But for this, you get really good cases. Now, in terms of the dimensions of these two mics, now obviously the S-Mic 2S is quite a fair bit shorter than the S-Mic 2. I'm going to assume that the S in the 2S means short. But yeah, so the S-Mic 2S is only about 15 centimeters and the S-Mic 2 is about 25 centimeters. So yes, this is almost half the size. But in terms of weight, all right, so the S-Mic 2 comes in at about 198 grams, which is still all right. But the S-Mic 2S comes in at a measly 85 grams, right? So if you want something that, you know, you can put in your bag and you can go anywhere to shoot without it weighing you down, yeah, the S-Mic 2 is a really good option. Now, the reason why the S-Mic 2 is longer is because of the longer interference tube. Now, that makes the pickup a lot more focused. These are both super cardioid mics, but this one's a lot more focused. The flip side of it being more focused is that it's a lot less forgiving in terms of how it picks up audio than the S-Mic 2S. So just to give a demonstration, right now I am using the mic of the S-Mic 2S. I'm gonna move myself a little off axis. So left and right, I'm just gonna keep talking. And you can see that it picks up my audio still pretty well. The volume might go a bit softer, but overall it's still pretty uniform. However, now on the S-Mic 2, as you can see when I move to the side, it drops quite a fair bit, but that's because because of the interference tube, it's a lot more focused and it cancels off a lot more noise off axis. Now, in terms of audio quality, I think they're both fantastic and kind of sound similar in a lot of ways, despite the difference in the size and all that. But in terms of pricing, they're actually not too far off either. Now, the only issue is both of these mics are actually sold out in a lot of places in Singapore at the moment of filming this review. However, I did find one place that have both of these in stock. So yes, the S-Mic 2S comes in at about 410 Singapore dollars and the S-Mic 2 comes in at about 483 Singapore dollars. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the S-Mic 2 is the better mic because it's more expensive, but that's not really the case. It's not about which one is better because I think they're both excellent. It's really more about which one is more suited for your use case scenario. So if you shoot a lot of videos outdoors, right, definitely I would pick the S-Mic 2 over the 2S. Now, again, reason is because of that longer interference tube. The audio pickup is a lot more focused, all right, and it cancels off your off-axis noise a lot more than the S-Mic 2S. So in an area where you're shooting outdoors, when there's a lot more background noise, definitely the S-Mic 2. Now, another flip side to having a more focused pickup is that it actually picks up reverb a lot more than the S-Mic 2S. So what I would say is if you're shooting indoors, all right, or in an area where you get a lot of audio reflections of reflective surfaces like this table, or you got walls nearby, definitely get the S-Mic 2S. Now, when I shoot, I actually use the S-Mic 2S sometime in my room where I've done my videos before. I realized that when I shot with the S-Mic 2S, it picked up a lot of reflections from the wall behind me, not so much with the S-Mic 2S. So definitely a better option for indoor shooting. Now, to sum it up, Both of these mics are absolutely fantastic for their intended purpose. Right now, I've used a lot of different microphones in my time, both as an audio engineer before and now, shooting a lot of YouTube videos. Now, like I said, I've used a lot of microphones. Now, as far as shotgun mics are concerned, these two are some of the best that I've ever used. So both of these mics are going to get a full 5 out of 5 and a Technobabble recommended logo.